After so many years and so many films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you really have to appreciate just how exactly they decided to roll out these characters and their films. We started out with Iron Man, then we got Incredible Hulk, and then we had, I believe it was Thor, and then Captain America. Way back when, it took me a little while to warm up to the idea of Thor, and then I really enjoyed the hell out of Thor. And then afterwards, then we had to warm up to the whole idea of Guardians of the Galaxy. And I mean, after all, we're talking about a talking tree and a raccoon shooting guns. And look how that turned out. And now here we are with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is probably one of the most ambitious in terms of visual effects undertaking that Marvel Studios has ever done. The amount of visual effects that has gone into this movie is mind-blowing, and fortunately the visual effects more than service the story of Doctor Strange, and this is his origin story. Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, is a brilliant neurosurgeon who has a brutal car accident that takes his hands and basically renders him useless. And in his efforts to get the use of his hands back, he travels the world and heads to Kathmandu, where he is introduced to this whole new world of possibilities that he could never have possibly imagined. And as audience members, we are as well introduced to this world, and we are forced to think out of the box to really take in this new universe that we are being presented here, because this really opens up the Marvel Cinematic Universe in ways we possibly could not have imagined. I mean, after seeing this movie, I was like things are going in my head. It's like, how is this going to be used in the future? Or are we going to be seeing this obviously in the eventual Doctor Strange sequel? How is this going to be used in Infinity War? Is this going to be ever used if Doctor Strange pops up in any other characters' movies? Will his powers be used? There are so many great things that are introduced in this film that just like the mind is blown. It's like I said, it forces you to think outside of the box and think of other realms of possibilities. And I really like how they set up the how Scott Derrickson rather, has set up this universe and introduces us and really not necessarily like answers every possible question, but lays it out to the point where a layman can understand just what the hell is going on here. And overall, it turns out Doctor Strange is a really entertaining and fun film that, like I said, features mind-blowing special effects, visual effects, and strong performances from the cast. Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange, Chiwetel Ejiofor is Mordo, Rachel McAdams plays Christine Palmer, and Mads Mikkelsen is Caecilius, the villain of the film, who is probably the weakest link in this MCU entry. But oftentimes you can say that about almost most of the villains in the MCU, are sometimes weak. But just overall, the story and the film itself often carries the villain. And Doctor Strange is no different than any other film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, it's definitely not it's not in the upper echelon. It's probably around the middle, maybe closer to the bottom, but not bottom being Iron Man 2. It's not that bad. But it's definitely somewhere in the middle, like in the Ant-Man range, or the original Thor, somewhere in that area. So, Doctor Strange, I would give 3.5 stars out of 5. It was very enjoyable, and it's just like I said, the mind-blowing visual effects, the story was engaging, the origin story was engaging, and it really makes me look forward to what's going to happen in the future, in future installments and crossovers. But it's a solid origin story akin to the level of, say, Thor or maybe even the Captain America: First Avenger. But yeah, overall, it's a very enjoyable film and a welcome addition to the MCU. So 3.5 stars for Doctor Strange. So if you like this review, hit that like button below. Have you heard about Doctor Strange? Or were you a fan of Doctor Strange before this movie came out? What are you most looking forward to about this movie? Please comment below and let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, so you can stay on top of my reviews, retro reviews, trailer reactions, and any other fun things I happen to put up my channel. So until next time, my friends, we'll see you at the movies.